key transfer meetings down the quayside, trips to Dubai, a cup final parade, or a lack of one, and much more to get into in this video, everyone. So smash a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Before we do get into all the topics in this video, shout out to StocksFC for sponsoring this one, and the last chance you have to get involved to win a Newcastle United shirt of your choice. Just scan that QR code, get involved on the website, you'll get 5 free loan players to choose from, and then drop those names in the comments below, and I'll pick a winner at random later in the week. So if you want to tune top for now, get involved, scan the QR code, or hit the link in the description. This is the main article that is giving you this news here, so shout them out, put it on the screens. So let's start off on this Wembley victory parade malarkey then, shall we? Or the lack of it, to be honest, because Newcastle won't be having a parade right after the final, which is obviously usual practice. They might have it the weekend after, 2 weeks after, but because after the Wembley final, there is a pre-season break where a lot of players will be jetting off to represent their countries. This time, Newcastle will be heading off to Dubai to either enjoy themselves, party with the Carabao Cup, which they will actually be allowed to take over there to Dubai, or drown the sorrows in the beautiful beaches of Dubai. So either way, they're off on a little mid-season winter break there to catch some rays after that Carabao Cup final. They're going to be staying at the same place that Arsenal did just a couple of weeks ago, the NAS Sports Complex, I believe it's called. Yes, indeed it is. And that's what they're going to be doing. So any parade for the trophy, if we get it, hopefully, won't happen until the end of the season. But I mean, who's really asked about waiting for a victory parade when we've waited 70 bloody years since the last domestic trophy? I'm sure we can wait just a few months. But that's the crack, that's that news there for you. We don't need to really waste much more time on that one. And also remember, we're still in the FA Cup. Hopefully this doesn't come out of bite us. Big game on Sunday, and maybe talk about that tomorrow or something. But there is even time to have 2 bus parades, double-deckers, at least 2 double-deckers with 2 different trophies on them. Tyndall with the FA Cup, Howe with the Carabao Cup, whatever way you want it. We're getting carried away, aren't we? But, you know, that would be typical too, that you wait this long for a trophy. 2 parades, 2 buses, come at once. I'm just looking at a picture as if that's the last time we won a domestic trophy. 1955. It's not just the strips that are black and white, it's a bloody photo. Deary me, it took that long. Anyways, they will be having a nice little break to Dubai after the final. And like I said briefly there, they are allowed to take that trophy to Dubai. It's not against the rules that you can't take the silverware abroad or take it on a plane. So let's hope, we just see Isak riding a camel with the Carabao Cup in the air. That'll be great content. Speaking of Isak, how's he doing? Well, he obviously missed the game against Liverpool last night. About people saying that it's mind games, that it's how protecting him and stuff. But is he going to be back for Sunday's game? Probably not. They're looking like he's going to be missing that one too against Brighton at St James's. I'd be surprised if he's even risked them, because don't put him against Brighton unless you need him. Unless we're getting beat, obviously. Have him on the bench at least. Hopefully come to the rescue, but let's hope Asula and Wilson can actually step up and score, which he failed to do last night. Missed a couple of good chances, but he is obviously very rusty. Hasn't played in a while. Happy birthday, Wilson, as well. I know he's watching. And yeah, so hopefully they can do a job for us on Sunday and get through to the quarters of the FA Cup. But Isak likely to be rested, and it would give him a good rest period, to be fair, because then we've got a bit of a break, a week or so before we do travel to West Ham on the Monday night before London again for the Carabao Cup the following Sunday. So Isak is going to be fine though for that final. They're reporting here that he will be fit to play Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final at Wembley. So that's the most important thing, as we all know. You know what I mean? If last time we had to play bloody Karius, that wouldn't be a bad choice this year, to be honest. The way our keepers are going, well, particularly Pope. But yeah, imagine that, missing out Isak in the final. That would just somehow look up. But hopefully not. He should be alright, everyone. So good news there. He should be fit and round to go against the Scousers. Right then, from Wembley to Dubai to Hong Kong. Hong Kong is on the agenda for the tune-in pre-season. Now, they did want to actually go to America to be part of the Premier League Summer Series in the United States, but they've missed out on a place for that one, and the attention is now turned to a Far East tour. And this stadium they're going to be playing at looks absolutely class, by the way. The Kai Tak Sports Park Complex, mouthful, which used to be an airport, and now they've built this massive new stadium on it, a 50,000 magnificent arena in Kowloon. Kowloon. From the tune to Kowloon. And the facilities in Hong Kong are being identified and the schedule is being worked on. So no date has been included here, but normally it's obviously, what is it, mid-July, end of July. And according to these, we could be coming up against the likes of Tottenham. That'd be good. although nothing has been finalised. So this is just the Mail. Obviously, the club haven't confirmed this, so don't go booking flights to Hong Kong just because I've told you so, because the Mail are telling me so and whatnot. Wait until it's confirmed, but you know, these sort of things should be pretty much finalised now. If the journalists are getting way to be able to put it out there, then we should be pretty confident that it goes ahead. But don't do it yet. I don't want people messaging me saying, Matty, I booked bloody £2,000 flights to Hong Kong and we're not even playing there. We're going to Spain. Hope Spain will be lovely as well, to be fair. I'd love to go to Hong Kong, but Spain, nice and close. But tell you what, let's hope we can get Hong Kong. That'd be a great crack. The grand ceremony is this weekend at that new stadium, which opens on Saturday. It's the largest sports venue in Hong Kong. And intriguingly, it's been designed by Populous, the architects that are working on plans for Newcastle's new training ground. And according to these, again, with that bubble wrap type design stadium we mentioned in previous videos, that's kind of what this stadium looks like as well. So Newcastle could be going there to eye out the stadium plans as well and get a good feel of it, what it looks like, and nick ideas basically from this new Hong Kong stadium. Even though Populous are not involved in the stadium project, it is just the training ground project. But it could be a similar design from the outside, and I've got to say, that stadium looks class. It does also have a closable roof there. I'm a fan of that stadium, it looks brilliant. It's a truly stunning design according to these, and it's part of the regeneration area, which was once an airport, as I mentioned before. Its first major event will involve music, not football, with Coldplay playing to 4 sold-out audiences in April. Exciting stuff. There's a bit here on the boycott from corporate owners at St James's Park for this Sunday's game, so the whole of the leisure section will be closed after those boxes got 4 tickets this year instead of 10. And then they would have had to pay another few grand for this game, £3,000 for the cup match. So yeah, there's been some feisty conversations, I've said here, behind the scenes, and the club themselves have even admitted that they got it wrong with not being transparent and saying how many cup final tickets will be allocated to them after such a downfall from last year, the year before, not giving out from 10 to 4, big drop there for people that pay a lot of money for those boxes. But I don't know, it's tough, man. You can't keep everyone happy, can you? Personally, I think, with these boxes, obviously I've been in Fleet Streets this season, a lot of them are hard-working lads and lasses who pay a lot of money, and every box I'm sure is the same, where most of them are just women and blokes that are doing well and they can afford it. So it's not like it is corporate. If it was bloody going to just a big billion-dollar brand, then I get it, but I think a lot of these are hard-working normal fans who have just got season tickets kind of individually chipping in for things and that. So it's a difficult one, listen, it's a difficult one, but that's the crack there for Sunday's game against Brighton. Mentioned at the start of the video, a scouting summit that took place at Gateshead's Hilton Hotel on the quayside there this weekend, and that was led by Paul Mitchell. He was with the scouting staff. They were present at the venue overlooking the River Tyne before attending Newcastle's 4-3 win over Forest, where Mitchell was having a bit of crack with Yasser Al-Ramian, our chairman, during that match as well. But there is a budget if they qualify for the Champions League. However, there's not 2 separate lists, so it might vary a little bit. The change of budget, whether we do get Champions League football or obviously Europa or nothing. However, there isn't 2 separate lists. Apparently, the players that have targeted, have been scouted, are the same. So they're going to go with the same players, whether or not we make top 4 or not, but we may just have a bit more budget to get 1 extra player, if that makes sense. Just so whether, for example, Trafford's coming in, whether we get Champions League or not. They're not going to go, oh, right, now we've got Champions League, we'll try and get such and such keeper. However, obviously, without Champions League football, you're going to miss out maybe on the top target. You know what I mean? He might not be as keen to come and play bloody Europa League or Conference League, depending on who we're going after, basically. But more news here on Antonio Cordero, who is set to arrive on a free transfer from Malaga. 18-year-old will spend next season out on loan. His Spanish family have already been in Tyneside in anticipation of the move being agreed. And then mentioned Trafford there. We're also going to target right-sided centre-back, a right-winger, and a versatile midfield forward sort out this summer. Midfielder/forward will be sort out in the summer window. And that's a lot wrapped up there from that article that we've kind of flown through. It's just a nice little bite-sized 10-minute one of all the important Newcastle news. There you go. Let us know all your thoughts on it. Hong Kong, the Dubai trip. What do you want to see for the Cup Final parade? Obviously, if we win it. You know what I mean? I remember Shearer saying that he was embarrassed that we came back and had a bus parade when we lost. We didn't do that 2 years ago, so you wouldn't expect it to happen now. But your plans for it, what could the club do? When should they do it? All that sort of stuff. Anything else, pop them below. Thanks for watching. Remember, scan that QR code if you fancy getting involved to win a shirt. The last one of this StocksFC giveaway, so make sure you get involved before it's too late and I announce a winner later in the week. Nice one, everyone. See you soon.